Welcome to Big Apple Mountain Tarot and Basket Watch 2026. I'm Mike Rusnak.
I'm Everest Tall. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of July. We're going to talk about...
It's high time that we talk about Barbault's basket. Yeah.
What the heck is a basket? There's a big macho boy basket in the sky. We're going to touch upon the basket, and we're also going to talk about the North Node and the South Node shifting into Aquarius and Leo. Major news for everybody.
Just as the Aquarius full moon is happening at the end of the month,
on the 29th.
The North Node shifts into Aquarius, signifying a focus on humanity.
Yes.
With the South Node going into Leo, which is representative of leaving the qualities of Leo.
Right.
You know,
the North Node is where we're going.
Yeah.
And the South Node is what we're going to leave behind.
There'll be a less focus on narcissism and showboating and grandstanding, bossiness, and the lower qualities of Leo.
Yeah,
we're shedding.
Yeah, we could think of somebody like that. Yeah. And the North Node is going towards Aquarius, which is a little bit quirkier, and it has to do with group dynamics, goals, technology, fraternity. Yeah. So we're literally talking about the age of Aquarius. Mm-hmm. You know, it's here, and this is what it is, and we're going to touch upon these concepts.
And this configuration is fireworks for the planet. It's electrification of the Earth.
Yes.
Right? We're waking up on a cellular level. There have been a number of solar flares recently, big ones.
Have you been tired? I have. It might be the sun wiping you out.
Yeah, because the plasma that's coming from the sun is carrying light and information, which is designed to disrupt us, to wake us up.
Yes, the universe is an electromagnetic entity. We, as human beings, are electromagnetic. All the concepts of the earth and the growth and the moving of the tectonic plates, this is all electromagnetic plasma energy. It's coming from the sun and it's influencing us. There's a lot of earthquakes and floods and fires, and it seems like the end of everything, but it's not. It's the beginning.
No, and these 4 planets that we're discussing, we have 2 in fire signs and 2 in air signs. So it's super combustive.
Yeah. Air and fire are masculine energies. Water and earth are feminine energies. This is the first time in recorded history for humans that we've had this all masculine projective energy. Masculine energy is projective, female energy is receptive. We have Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto all in masculine energies, and they will all be at 4 degrees. They're all at 4 degrees of their signs, which is crazy.
4 degrees is the first decan of each sign. Yeah. And the first decan is concerned with purity of expression.
The core.
Yeah, sort of like cardinal.
Yeah.
So it's an ignition point, an initiation point, an ignition point.
Yeah, the zodiac, each sign is divided into thirds. So 10, 10, and 10, 30 degrees. And it's the core, and then it's mutable, and then it's, kind of developmental. So these has to do with the core, the essence, the very, purity of each of the zodiac signs here. Jupiter is in Leo. And when you hear Jupiter, just think expansion, right? Jupiter is a bit like weed. It just magnifies what you're already in. You're so right.
So if you're feeling low, it's probably not a good time to, toke up.
Yeah, if you're feeling paranoid, it's going to make you even more paranoid. Yeah. If you're having a good time and you're listening to some awesome music, that's lovely.
It'll be great, but then you might have a come down,
Yeah.
But eventually. Jupiter expands. Uranus is about innovation, discovery. Interruption, disruption,
freedom.
Yeah.
It's a pulse. It's a pulsing energy, and it's in Gemini. It's allowing our minds to expand and to
think way beyond the boundaries of what we've known. Yeah. Neptune is inspiration, right? Or intuition.
Inspiration is also a disintegration. Neptune is in Aries, inspiring us in cardinal ways, but also disintegrating old concepts of
might
ego.
Makes right. Yeah, exactly.
Like ego, like Napoleon, like that kind of ego.
Pluto when you think Pluto, think investigation, because it's about uncovering, like uncovering secrets, uncovering darkness. Yeah.
It's like in the cave, it's inspiration, it's also obsession. It's an obsessive investigation on how this happens, how the power happens.
And because Jupiter is opposite Pluto, there can be some expansion of our obsession, maybe even jealousy, that kind of thing. But overall, this is a major point, and it's positive too. That's what I want to make clear.
It's super positive. We got really good news for you. Yeah. There's no bad news when this comes into this situation we have with all these planets in 4 degrees. They're all trining and sextiling each other. We're going to get into the details on that probably in another video because it's a little bit thick.
But the name of the basket, Barbault's basket or Barbault's basket, depending on if you're American or European, Andre Barbault was a mundane astrologer, French astrologer. He predicted COVID.
Yep.
He didn't live to see that prediction.
Yep. He died in 2019.
But he thought that this configuration would be the most beneficial for human evolution of the whole 21st century. So, fair dues.
Congratulations. We're together for this to happen.
Yeah, and that it would bring about a splendid civilization wherein humans get to surpass themselves.
We're going to surpass ourselves. We're going to do a real good job. We're going to graduate. This is like a graduation.
Into the second quarter of the 21st century.
Right.
And it's a time where we are all aware that we're witnessing the darkness. Right?
Yeah.
And what do we do about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So literally the worst case scenario that I was told would be happening in my childhood is actually happening right now. It's like all this whispers of you better be careful or this will happen. Well, you know what? It's happened.
And why are you telling me about it?
And why are you telling this to me? Why
what
me?
What am I supposed to do? Well, people are getting a little frustrated and tired with the old script, right?
And it feels like this was an entire stage play. And this play has really run on too long. The scenery's falling apart. The actors are exhausted.
People are walking out of the theater.
People are walking the hell out of the theater. And as people are walking out of the theater, the actors are screaming their lines, trying to keep keep attention.
And the script is losing its veracity.
Yeah. The vulgarness of it all. The bass.
It's heavy, it's dark, it's depressing, it brings us down. We're trying to shed this. Right?
We're going to walk away from the rubble of the 20th century.
And the North Node is moving into Aquarius.
Yes.
Focusing on humanity and innovation and technology.
Right. So we're moving into this fraternity and we're moving away from a base, egocentric, kind of Kardashian mentality of look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. We're not really
doesn't hold water, doesn't pass muster.
We processed that, and we're all really exhausted. We want something authentic. Authentic is also a word that we could use for this. We're entering an authentic era without so much pretense, and we're going to hopefully work towards our communal goals.
And it's more important than ever that we ground ourselves in ancient practices of meditation, of box breaths, meditation, candle gazing, grounding. Ancient skills are relevant today. And of course we're still watching the moon.
Ancient technologies. We're getting real woo-woo sci-fi over here. This is like what's his name made never mind. Dick, sci-fi writers. Just name a sci-fi writer. We're there.
We're moving from a place of loneliness to a place of connectivity, and it has nothing to do with the internet.
No, because that's the loneliest place in the world.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So first we got this Jupiter in Leo, right? And Jupiter is expansion, and it's opposite Pluto in Aquarius, right? And whenever Jupiter and Pluto interact,
telescope, microscope.
It's significant because it's historically when the development of the telescope and the microscope occurred, Jupiter and Pluto.
Scientific innovations.
So it's macro and micro.
Scientific innovations on a great magical, humongous scale, but then also a minuscule scale, and the relations between the cellular and the atomic and the galactic.
But what's there is the need to investigate, the need to understand, the need to see. Yeah. And necessity is the mother of invention.
There are going to be a ton of mind-blowing technological breakthroughs that are going to happen because of this events that we're witnessing. There's going to be a development in our human brains, not the AI brains. So the AI will develop also. We can't get rid of it. It's here to stay. And it's going to be a whole new world that we're entering into. And I think it's really important that we focus ourselves and act as a group. You and me and Mike and everybody else out there, all of our friends and family, to be conscious of our actions and our thoughts and to keep our energy elevated.
This is long running too. So this runs right through next year. Next year at this time, Pluto will be at 6 degrees. Neptune will be at 6 degrees. Uranus will be at 8 degrees. Jupiter will have moved on to the end of Leo, but what takes its place is the South Node. Still maintaining this basket configuration. It looks like a strawberry basket when you see it in the ephemeris. Yeah.
Maybe I'll put a picture up of it.
So it is a time of magic. And mystic and investigative, and expansive.
Now, all of these planets are going to be at 4 degrees, like we said. 4 degrees of that zodiac sign is the core kind of element of it. The zodiac is divided up, into 30 degrees, and you cut that in third, 10, 10, 10. So this is right in the middle of that first decan. It's called decan. And so this is a seed, the purity of this sign and the astrological.
What kind of a planet do we want to create now? Because now it's our time. It's our time down here, say Uranus.
It's our time. It's our time down here. If you go into that... Troy's basket. We're not talking about Troy's basket. We're talking about
bucket.
Troy's bucket. We're not talking about Troy's bucket. We're talking about the basket here. You got to keep it focused, Mr. Hall. All right.
So Uranus and Pluto interacting, right? This was the space age,
Yes.
right? The civil rights era. So there's this echo of the need for civil rights and human rights. If not now, then when?
When?
Right? Yeah, and we're focusing on heart-centered leadership, the higher qualities of Leo, while we're leaving the lower, narcissism, all that stuff.
And that is actually one curious thing that's happening. So right now we're kind of in this energy. Jupiter is in Leo. Jupiter's kind of blowing Leo up. So there's a lot of showboating, kind of big talk.
It will only make those negative Leos louder.
And this is happening right before the South Node moves into Leo. It's just kind of edging. It's right on the edge of it. And that's going to kind of dissolve this pompous, bossy ego part of the Leo. And it's going to temper it. But for the next, kind of this intermediary point, there's this expansion of Leo's tendencies. I could imagine some people who might have a Leo ascendant or some people who might have a Leo moon to be a real kind of bastard for this kind of
they're bossy.
They're bossy and stupid.
Yeah.
Really pugnacious. Total problem. But the South Node is going to kind of sweep in, and we're going to lose our attraction to this type of energy, to this low vibration.
We're going to be looking at what's right for humanity.
This is a king.
What's the best for the group?
Kingmaker and a king breaker. A king breaker.
Totally.
That's happening here.
Yeah.
And it is really part of this evolution that we're happening.
So keep focusing on creation, right?
Yep.
Your focus right now is your superpower.
And you have a responsibility out there, just like we have a responsibility in here on achieving our goals for humanity. One of the things we were talking about is that you could write down a list of what the world...
Make it a little homework.
Do a little homework. Write down a list of the ideal planet that you would like to occupy. Be very specific on it. And then just put it up on your refrigerator or like on your notepad or wherever is good for you. And just kind of look at it and visualize this world coming into fruition. And imagine you helping it in very small ways, because we are, little tiny people on this planet, and there's lots of us, and we can all help. It's like ants. If an ant, cut down that rubber tree.
So Jupiter opposite Pluto, right? Microscopic, telescopic. Then Jupiter sextile. And with the sextile, it doesn't just happen. You need the friction.
You need to think about it,
Like
work
sex, you need the heat.
Yeah.
Right? So Jupiter is sextiling Uranus. So that is expanding our ideas, expanding our thought.
Yes.
And giving us a new self-confidence, too.
Uranus in Gemini.
Mutable air.
Gemini is our mental processing. It's how we talk. It's how we think. It's how we communicate. It's conversations. Uranus there is this electric pulse of inspiration and freedom of our mind, new ideas, new concepts of how we can actually talk and think and communicate with ourselves. This is also about like our neurology, the nerves in our body, and how our
letting it cool down, finding new neural pathways.
New neural pathways.
And Uranus is great for that.
How are my neural pathways, connected to people that I love? How are my nerves like responsive? How's my like simple, structures responsive to the world around me and to the people that I love and the people that I don't love? What's that like? This is all kind of happening in our minds and subconscious, and it's really fascinating. Neptune.
Yeah, Neptune is inspiration for the individual.
Yeah.
Inspiring us to be individuals, to have rights as individuals, right?
Right.
And it's also dissolving the old guard.
Yeah,
Right?
Neptune's kind of like some crazy acid. It dissolves things. It dissolves old, worn-out concepts. Neptune is in Aries. Aries is the great I am. It's the start. It's the cardinal fire energy here. And Neptune there in cardinal fire is changing our concepts of our ego and who we are.
And Neptune is trining Leo. So there is some room for softness here.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this...
For emotion to come in to that Jupiter in Leo.
There's softness and there's kindness and there's love and when you meet like a masculine person who's loving and kind, it just makes them even better, like a kind father or the kind king, the love that you get from, that energy is wonderful. The kindness of, you can be strong and a doer and still be kind about it. We don't have to beat each other up all the time.
And Pluto in Aquarius, it's investigative, right? It's looking deep into what makes our society. And it's getting us to ask ourselves, who are we surrounding ourselves with? Are we with our tribe? Are we with like-minded people?
Yeah. Like literally, who are you hanging out with here? Are you part of a fraternity of like-minded people, or are you just kind of like sitting around, like watching your neighbors drive past you? There's a certain amount of engagement within the community. There's a global community also, who's our global community. There's been a talk about Earth 1 and Earth 2, and there's a split happening between people. This sounds really kind of obnoxious to say, but I'm going to say it. But people who are kind of tuned in and are raising their vibrations, and then the people who are acting putrid, who are like supporting demonic bullshit, sex crimes.
Evil and greed and
the greed.
Just the worst of the worst.
The worst of the worst is happening right now. And this is part of that set that we're talking about that's falling apart. People are taking liberties to act horrifically.
Luckily, there is a avenue of ease between Uranus and Pluto.
Hey, that was nice. I like how you did that. There is an avenue of ease.
Because it's trining. Uranus is trining Pluto. So that's getting us to think for the benefit of humanity and for technological developments.
Uranus affecting your mind is expanding it and helping you think about how you can trine into that Aquarius fraternity and be helpful and thoughtful and kind and revolutionary. How about a revolution of kindness?
I like that.
A revolution of acceptance. You know, we don't have to like agree, but we can accept. You know, I don't have to agree with everybody, and I'm certainly not going to. I've got a lot of opinions, but I can accept.
The fight has gotten stale.
The fight has gotten stale, and we've been arguing for 1,000 years. You know, we're gonna
do something new.
I don't know what it's gonna turn into, but something new is happening, and we're here together, and we're gonna do this together. And let's just kind of focus on kindness and softness.
Yeah, so craft some homework for yourself. Think about the world you want to inhabit. Think about yourself as a ship, right? And you're trying to align the prow of your ship with the port.
Right.
Where do you want to sail into? What kind of world do you want to inhabit? And just break these planets down. You know, Jupiter's expansion, Uranus is innovation, Neptune is inspiration, and Pluto is investigation.
So you're on your ship. You are a ship. What is on your ship? What are the supplies that you need to get yourself through? You know, what are you filling your ship with? This is all kind of wonderful imagery there. You know, you just imagine all the stuff you need for this journey into this new futuristic world. You know, we need like lovely stuff on our ships. And it's sweet. You know, I can't say how much I'm impressed by this event that's happening right now in July, and the benefit for everybody. And I
just remember the sextiles take work. Uranus and Gemini sextiling sextiling Neptune in Aries, right? Inspiration for being a new person. With new ideas.
Yeah, and this is a 2-year cycle.
It takes work. It doesn't just happen. We got to get out of our comfort zone. That courage takes work and risk.
Yeah, it takes work. This is a 2-year cycle, so you don't have to try and fix the world.
You don't need to nail it on any one day. Just be aware that good things are happening. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, and keep the pressure light. You know, light on yourself. You know, even just watching this video and listening to the words we're telling you is part of this action and part of that sextile friction. You know, having a conversation with a friend or a family member or a loved one or a coworker, you know, and just kind of like
Jupiter is trining Neptune. Inspire yourself to be more jovial, right? Lighthearted. Lighten yourself.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about Leo and how I crush on it. Leo it's joy, it's happiness, it's hobbies. Leo energy
creation is childlike curiosity.
Curiosity and courage, and there's a certain amount of bravery and action. If you're courageous, you have to actually act on it. You know, courageous people don't sit and do nothing.
You can't really fake it.
You can't fake courage. You've got to be invested in your courage and invested in your creativity and invested in joy, and just let the happiness kind of bubble up from you as you kind of do something fun. You know, Leo happiness comes from, making babies, you know, the joy of creating something and watching it grow. And we're here
creating something, making a piece of pottery or a painting or a dance piece or a song, or, you know, just creation.
Yeah, or a little song that you sing to yourself while you're gardening or you're walking to work. It sounds silly, but it really is quite true. You know, if you keep it up and you're kind of humming to yourself and walking nicely to your job, people are going to see that it's a happy place. It's a happy world.
Yeah, and it's contagious.
It is. Yeah. It is. Happiness is contagious.
Yeah.
So is misery.
So is manic.
So it's mania.
That's right.
So a certain amount of work, certain amount of self-control to this.
Yeah, so we've touched on the elements of the basket, you know. Jupiter and Neptune are in a trine. Pluto and Uranus are in a trine. Jupiter and Uranus are in a sextile. Uranus and Neptune are in a sextile. Neptune and Pluto are in a sextile. And Jupiter and Pluto are opposite.
Right?
Everyone will be affected by
all
this.
4
Everyone.
degrees. All 4 degrees of those signs.
And especially if you have any planet from 2 to 6 degrees, you will feel this acutely. And we will come with more videos breaking down these aspects.
And if you'd like to comment down below, that'd be great. If you want to say like what the world is that you would like to help create. Write it down.
But
Or
it bears repeating. This is a spiritual time. This is a magical time. Mystical, innovative, collective. Yeah.
woo, sci-fi, magic.
It's aliens and angels, and everyone is partying together.
Yeah, exactly. It's aliens and angels. And if you would like to support us, you're welcome to click on the link in the description. If you want a reading from us, we'd love that. We love doing readings. If you have any questions, just write it in the comments section. We always read it, and we really appreciate it all. And if you want to like this video, that'd be really nice. And if you have been watching our videos and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
And we love you no matter what. So
yeah. It's all right. Be nice. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We love you. Bye.